So it is now the end of the year, which means it is time to reflect on some of my favorite photos that I shot in 2025. But I'm going to start this off with a question for you. Do you feel like you shot enough photos this year? Because if I had to answer that question, honestly, I think the answer is no. For me personally, my only New Year's resolution every single year is to just go out and take more photos. But sadly, in 2025, I feel like I let myself down. I certainly feel like I took less photos compared to what I did in 2024, but the photos I did take, I think are much better. And while I do think quality over quantity is much more important, I believe it's equally as important to constantly be exercising your creativity by taking photos as often as you possibly can. And in my case, and let me know if you're like me, I feel like the state of my mental health is often dictated by the amount of photos I've shot or how often I actually go out to shoot photos. I'm at my happiest when I go out to take photos frequently, and it's when those weeks go by without going out to shoot that not only is it harder to get the ball rolling again, but my mental health begins to spiral downwards because it feels like I'm letting myself down. So while I certainly did not go out and shoot as often as I would have liked, the places I went to and the photos I got, I am extremely happy with. So before we reflect on some of my favorite moments from this past year, in case you're new to the channel or this is your first time watching one of my videos, I shoot pretty much all of my photos on the Sony A7CR with the 35mm 1.8. That is my trusty lens. It has never let me down, and while it's not perfect, I love using it. This is not the 35. I'm currently using the 35 to film this video. But if you like the way I edit my photos, I do have Lightroom presets available on my website, link in the description. So the location that we're at is an old abandoned NASCAR racetrack that was abandoned back in 1968. And since then, it's been turned into a kind of a park. You can walk around the track, which is really cool. All right, I think I made it to the first spot I want to take photos at, probably the main spot. There's actually not a whole lot around here. It's mainly this and another car down the track there that I passed earlier. This is pretty much it. So I'm gonna have to get really creative if I want to be able to get like a lot of shots here. All right, we have made it to the next stop, also right off the highway, but I passed by this village motel and there's a very cool old car parked right here out front, and this bus as well. So I think I could get some pretty decent photos here. Excited to see how these photos turn out. All right, this location is really cool actually. It looks like they're doing some kind of renovation or demolition. I'm not exactly sure. The sun's starting to come out a little bit more. I'm super happy with the photos I've gotten here so far. Yeah, I almost didn't stop at this spot, but definitely glad I did. And we've made it to the final spot, or maybe you guys can see a little better. The final spot. This location has been on my bucket list for a long, long time as well. So there is no arguing that this is one of the most picturesque waterfalls in North Carolina, without a doubt. And the photos are only gonna get better from here. Yeah, I guess we're putting this lens to the ultimate test to see if it is weather sealed or not. We are at one of, if not the most strange roadside attractions in America. Now, contrary to what you might see, we're not in Mexico, we're in South Carolina, just south of the border of North Carolina. I'm not joking when I say there's stuff literally everywhere to photograph. Everywhere you look, there's something. I love places like this because you can tell its time has come and gone. It's very obviously past its heyday now. It reminds me a lot of Route 66 because of the era in which all of this was built. So that is just a small fraction of the photos I shot this year, but those are some of my favorite moments with some of my favorite photos. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, go over to my channel and you can check out my photo walks playlist, and you will find hours of relaxing photography content. So let me know in the comments down below what plans you have or what goals you have set for your photography in 2026. I have some very exciting things coming up in 2026 that I cannot wait to share with you guys. In the meantime, I can't wait to get back out and shoot more photos. I'm challenging myself to take one photo every single day that I am proud of in 2026. So thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to help support the channel. If you want to support the channel even further, you can become a member of the channel so you can watch videos just like this one early. In the meantime, hope I could inspire you guys to get out and take more photos. Go out and shoot. All right, let's go home. Let's go home and edit these photos and see how they came out. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I got that on camera, but I almost just fell to my death. I held on to some weeds, and here I am, still alive. All right, yeah, I'm going home. That was enough. I'm going home.